see behind me, not only replaces your teeth, but also some of your gum tissue as well. So, so you can see a model, okay, of that. You can see the teeth inside the jaw, and you have this bridge that sits on top and that's connected to the implants through these access holes, okay, and the bridge, right? Okay, so let's talk about who's a good candidate for this procedure. A good candidate is a patient that might have been wearing dentures and very unhappy for whatever reason. Either the dentures are just moved too much, they can't chew certain foods, they can't taste certain foods with their dentures. They have anxiety, that the dentures might, fall out in public. So they feel like, the dentures are too bulky, they can gag from them. So all these, problems are fixed with this type of solution. So if you have these issues, you are a great candidate for this solution as well. Another good candidate is patients that have teeth, but they have such advanced gum disease that at this point we have to reconstruct all that bone and gum tissue that was lost, as well as obviously the teeth. So this is a great option that will give us both replacement of gum and bone tissue that was lost, as well as teeth that were lost. Now let's talk about the pros and cons. On the cons side, obviously this is a procedure that's a little bit more extensive. It requires, a certain number of implants placed. It requires longer healing than average. Usually the healing time is anywhere between a year and a half. Now obviously during that time, you're not going without teeth. You are wearing something temporarily, but that's kind of, the timeline between the start and the finish of this procedure. So you have obviously, more frequent visits, to take you from the surgery to the temporary, then from the temporary to the final. There's a lot of trials that happens in between. So there's a lot of time involved that you should plan on investing if we're gonna get a solution like this. So when you add all that up, you have a higher cost for this type of procedure, okay? All right, so let's jump in and talk about the pros. There's a lot of pros to this, and this is, definitely one of the options that changes someone's life, okay? We're talking about a solution that's gonna give you fixed teeth, okay? That you're not worried about, anything moving around. You're not worried about, anything falling out in public. You're not worried about, chewing certain foods or staying away from certain foods. You should function just like your own teeth. You are not worried about any gagging issues. It's not bulky at all. You'll be able to taste most of the foods, just because it's not kind of covering any area where you have those taste buds like dentures do. So when we put all that together, that's just part of the benefit. We have additional benefits, and sometimes we don't have to do so much treatment to get this type of result. What I mean by that is sometimes we can avoid extra surgeries by going this route than any other conventional route that we can do. So it can, in certain situations, in some patients, it can definitely save a lot of money going with this option. Now, we put all that together, you have a solution that's going to give you a very confident, smile, and, changes your life. We do this procedure quite frequently, and, the feedback that we get from most patients is usually something like this. I don't know how I lived all my life wearing dentures. That's the first thing they say. So with that in mind, our next topic is going to be snap-in dentures.